2025 Dangerous Animals review, starring Jai Courtney, Josh Houston, and Hassie Harrison. Yeah, I really like this movie. I thought it was great. Um, it has like a scene. I've never quite seen a movie do this before because I mean I know some movies kind of have done this a little bit. Like in the beginning of the movie, he's this is happens like right away. He's taken these two people out on the water. This is in Australia. Jai Courtney, who I actually think's a good actor. I know he gets like a lot of shit for some reason. This is with his actual Australian accent though. And like he's in that Terminator movie and he's not very good, but he's doing an American accent. He's usually doing an American accent and like I liked him in the Suicide Squad as whatever the boomerang villain. But I think he's really good when he has his actual accent. And in this is Australia. He's Australian, and he basically runs a kind of a tourist thing where he takes people out on his boat in water where there's a lot of sharks. Chums the water. He puts people in a cage. They go into the water, like in Jaws, And then right away, it's this guy and this girl. No one knows they're there. They explain why, which it makes sense. And he's just very creepy. He's very good, very creepy. Like just a guy who just loves. He basically loves watching sharks kill people, and he puts them in the water, and they really enjoy themselves. Takes the girl out, takes the guy out, and then and the guy's like, thanking him, like they had a great time. And he pulls a knife out and just stabs the guy in the neck a couple times. The guy just falls into the water, and then the sharks eat him. And I was just like, whoa, like I knew that he was like, a crazy killer, but just the movie just like it has this pace and I don't know. I think it's really well directed. Let's see what else has this guy done? Some shorts. The Loved Ones, The Devil's Candy, 2015, and this. So that's a pretty big break. The Devil's Candy. A struggling painter is possessed by dark forces after he and his young family move to their dream home in rural Texas in this creepy haunted house tale. Well, that actually sounds pretty good. And Purett Taylor Vince is in it, who played Superman's father in the new Superman movie. That's cool. Good actor. But yeah, directed by Sean Byrne. But yeah, I really liked how this movie was directed. Just like crazy shots of like Jai Courtney, and he's in his boat, and he kidnaps people, and he's like getting drunk and dancing and making like knockout drugs, and I don't know. It's just a crazy little psychological thriller horror movie. So I really liked it. Um, and yeah, this is going to be spoilers. I definitely recommend the movie. It's not that long. It's like a little bit over an hour and a half. So it's beautifully shot on the water. Australia, a lot of sharks. A lot of times the sharks looked real to me. I mean, I'm sure some are CGI, but they looked pretty good to me. I mean, maybe at the very end there's a really big great white. Sometimes that looked a little fake, but yeah. So because you think in the beginning those are the main characters, but they're not. He's got the girl trapped, chained to a bed in his boat on the bottom of the boat, and then he kidnaps another girl, and she meets this guy a few days before. She sleeps with him. She's kind of like a vagabond, I mean, kind of homeless, but not homeless. She lives like in a van. An American who is traveling Australia because she loves to surf. And she meets this guy, spends a night with him, and then she leaves in the middle of the night because she doesn't really want to have, things. She doesn't like getting close to people, and they explain why. Good character, good script. I mean, good character development on her. That guy and Jai Courtney, he's just a real psycho. The way he talks about um, the ocean and sharks, and how he kind of compares himself to a shark. And this girl is in the middle. There's no one around. It's the middle of the night. She needs a key for like her surfboard. Jai Courtney's in his truck nearby. She goes. He gives her the key. And then a minute later, boom, he kidnaps her. I didn't even guess that part because I was like, okay, she's probably going to go on his boat, like as a tourist or something. But no, he just kidnaps her. And then she's chained to a bed. That's really when the movie starts. She's chained to a bed. There's another girl in the same room. She's chained to a bed too. And then he basically explains who he is, what he's doing. It's a nice little speech about this snake that imitates a poisonous snake, but actually just has similar colors, but is a harmless snake, but tries to act like it's a dangerous snake. He's talking to her about that. He's saying that you're that. He's like, I'm the dangerous snake. And of course, you kind of guess, in the end, what's going to happen. No, she's really she's the dangerous one. Although, he is too. I mean, so, but kind of like a reversal. You guess it, but still, I really like the movie. It's different. I mean, the way he kills people, I've never seen a movie that did that. I mean, he's not just a slasher serial killer. He's a different kind of serial killer. She she's in the underground room. He drugs both of them, takes them up there, chains the girl to this, I don't know what you would call it, but it strings her up, goes over, drops her in the water with chum in the water. Middle of the night, he records it all, and she gets eaten by a shark. And that was the girl in the beginning of the movie. And then the other girl's watching. He forces her to watch. And then he puts her back in the room. And basically, the next few days, he's going to do the same thing to her. And then it's her trying to get out of there. There's some struggle. She ends up being able to break off this piece of plastic. She stabs him with it. She gets out of the room. So that's one thing I didn't buy. I didn't buy that plastic could stab someone. It's like this cheap little plastic handle from a bucket. But I think the movie's really well done. So I kind of forgive some of the plot holes. I mean, not plot holes, they're just things I don't buy, really. Like in one scene, she's trying to get a chain off her wrist, and she breaks her thumb, and then she bites off her thumb so she can get the thing off. And I'm like, I guess you could do that. I don't know. That's would someone really do that? I guess. Um, I like how in the end, like Jai Courtney kind of like respects her because like she escapes a few times. She messes him up. She almost escapes a number of times, and then he kind of starts to like respect her. And then he's like, "Me and you are similar." It's like we're both dangerous. We're both tough. We're both like sharks. And he explains kind of his his logic, but um one part I did not buy also is her she's able to get unchained when she's hanging in the water, and then she's able to, and this is at the end, and she's able to go on the side of the boat, climb up. She gets a harpoon gun, and it's like there's no way you could climb up the side of the boat. It's a pretty big boat. There's just no way you could do that. You have to go in the back. That's the only way. That part was that's kind of fake. Like I didn't buy that at all. But yeah, it's really good. Jai Courtney's Tucker is a shark obsessed psycho who runs a shark cage diving experience. The title's double meaning shines here. Humans are the deadliest. Yeah, and then his explanation about mosquitoes, he's like, do you know why no one ever fears mosquitoes? He's like, mosquitoes kill millions of people a year. He's like, but people are much more afraid of sharks. They like that scene's really good. So I definitely recommend it. I mean, the main girl's really good. I think the standout performance is Jai Courtney, though. He's having a blast. He should do more movies in his actual accent, but it's Hollywood. I'm sure he's told, you got to do the American accent. It makes you more marketable and blah blah blah. But whatever. Sharks kill fewer than 10 people a year in Australia, but in dangerous animals, one man turns them into a perfect murder weapon. And this is Grok just giving me some notes, but Jai Courtney goes full psycho. His unhinged energy steals the show. Sharks are scary, but he's the one giving nightmares. Yeah, I thought he was great. Claustrophobic boat setting. There's some blood, there's some gore. It's mainly in the water. You don't see it that much, but yeah, I definitely would recommend it. So, but yeah, that's about it though, and I'll see you next time.